Hi everyone, I am Nirisha, Assistant Professor in the Department of CSIT working in MLR Institution of Technology. Today we are going to discuss about input and output statements in the C programming language. So coming to the overview, these are the input statements: scanf, getchar, gettest, fscanf, and output statements are printf, puttest, putchar, puttest, and fprintf. So all these functions we are going to learn in this lecture. So coming to the input and output statements, we have formally discussed about how this C facilitates to input and output data. So by using printf and scanf statements, we are used to read the data and print the data on the output screens. So how this can be done, how the reading can be done and how the printing can be done. So these are done by using some streams. In C, data is input to a stream and output from a stream. So here we are using a stream. A stream is nothing but a source of or destination for the data. So by using this stream, we are giving input to the stream and also we are getting output from the stream. So this stream is nothing but it's a physical device such as like a terminal. So in which it is a physical device such as terminal or a file which is stored in auxiliary memory. So it is nothing but a terminal. So in this C, it uses some two forms of streams. One is the text streams and the other one is the binary stream. In text stream, it contains the sequence of characters. So characters, numbers, integers. So whatever the data we are giving, that will be gone through the text stream. And coming to the binary stream, so the real data or complex numbers using their memory representations. The data values are used by their memory representations. So here we assume that source of the data is the keyboard and destination of the data is the monitor. We are giving the data to the system by using the keyboard and we are seeing our output by using the destination by using the monitor. And so that is why the keyboard is a standard input and monitor is a standard output. So this is the image that how the data is transferred to the text image and how the data is taken from the text image. See, from the keyboard the data is transferred to the input text stream and the data is stored in its variable, address of the variables. And whatever the data that we want to print, that data is given as input to the output text stream and this output text stream will be displayed on the monitor. So this is the data source, keyboard is the data source and monitor is the data destination. So output formatting is printf. So here we have some formatted and we have some two types of statements, that is formatted statements and unformatted statements. So coming to the formatted statements, printf and scanf will come under the formatted statements. Puttest, gettest, getchar, putchar, all those functions will come under the unformatted statements. So coming to the formatted, why is this printf and scanf are called the formatted statements? Because it contains the format specifiers. So it contains the format specifiers. As we discussed earlier, the format specifiers are %d that is used for integer and %f that is used for float and %c that are used for characters. So these are the normal general format specifiers that are used in the formatted input and output statements. So coming to the output formatting statement, that is output formatting statement is the printf statement. So coming to the output formatting statements, that is the printf. The printf functions take the set of values, converts them to the text stream using the format instructions contained in the format control strings and send the result text stream to the standard output. That output is a monitor. So we are giving the integers. So integer value, the printf statement. See the printf statement, printf %d, and here we are giving some value. So 123 or 234, consider some value. So this value will be reflected in the place of this %d. So how this can be happened? That can be happened by using a text stream. So the data that we are sending to the printf statement, that printf statement will be sending to the text stream and the text stream output will be displayed on the monitor. So the syntax of the printf statement is this one: printf format control string and the Next is the augment list. So not only the single value we can print, we can also print some multiple values. So that multiple values we can give in the sequence order. Output formatting. So to insert data into the stream, we use some conversion specifications. So that contains a start token with percentile and a conversion code, and the next 4, this flag, the minimum, width, precision, size. These four fields are optional, but the mandatory fields are percentile and the conversion code. So percentile D are used for int. So percentile F are used for float values, and percentile C are used for character values. So, and we are using only the token that is percentile and the conversion code that is D code. The code that is D, F and C. All the 4 fields are optional. So these 4 fields we are going to discuss now. So coming to the size. So if you have short int, or long double, so at that time we are using the conversion code as percentile HD, and for percentile long double, percentile LF. See here, for float the conversion code is D, and the conversion code for long double is F. The size that we are mentioning, that H is for short int, so we have the size as short, and long for long double we are using L. So that is nothing but the size. And next coming to the precision. So in the float values, after decimal point, if you want only 2 digits, actually if you are using percentile F, it will give some 6 decimal values after the point. If you are using percentile F, it gives the 6 decimal values. So if you want only 2 decimal values, so at that time you can use percentile 0.2f. This 0.2 is nothing but the precision. So we are telling the compiler that after decimal point we only want the 2 digits. And coming to the minimum width. So for suppose we have the number as 123. But this number I want it in the 6 digits. Either I want to pad zeros and before this number, or spaces before this number. So at that time we are using the minimum width. If you are using, this is a 3-digit number, but if you are using the number 6, at that time we will get either zeros or else spaces before the number. So that is nothing but the minimum number of digits that we want in our output screen. And the next is, it is a flag. So coming to the flag, it is like if you want some hexadecimal numbers. So that hexadecimal numbers, the number can be converted into hexadecimal or the octal values by using that flag optional field. So for that flag we are using hash, and after hash for hexadecimal values we are using X, and for octal values we are using O. And also the padding. See, in this we have mentioned the minimum number of digits that to be printed on our output screen. If you want the zeros, so at that time we need to place 0 and the width. And if you want this padding will also come under the flag. So coming to an example program, in the first printf statement, we are giving one number 123, and the 6 percentile is the start token, and D is the conversion code that specifies that it is an integer number, and 6 is the minimum number of it, and 0 is nothing but the flag. So the value the number that we have is 123, but the minimum width that we have, it is 6. Before 6 we have mentioned 0, that is nothing but in the place of this 123, the before 123 number we want the zeros. And in the next statement we have given, we didn't use any kind of flag. See here, only 6. So if you are not using any kind of a flags here, so it will automatically take it as a space. We have given the minimum number of the 6 digits, but we have only the 3-digit number. So this 3-digit number, before it was given some 3 spaces. And the next it is for precision. So it is percentile 0.3f. So F is the conversion code for the float values, and percentile is the start token, and the number is 34.456436. So we have mentioned 0.3, which means after point we are getting only some 3 digits. After point we are seeing the output, you can find after point we are going to get only some 3 digits. And the next statement, this 12 is converted into an hexadecimal. The 12 is converted into an hexadecimal, and this hash is an flag. And X, by using X, we are telling that the number to be converted into an hexadecimal. So this X is nothing but hexadecimal, and C is the value that is represented in the place of the 12 for hexadecimal numbers. So this is about the printf statement. And inputting formatting. So formatted statements and input function is a scanf statement. The standard input formatting function C is a scanf statement. The function takes this text stream from the keyboard, extracts and formats data from the stream according to the format control strings, and stores the data in its specified variables. So we are taking data from the keyboard, and this data is as an input to the text stream, and from this output it goes to the scanf statement, and to the scanf where the values are to be stored, that was told by using the scanf statement, and that values are stored in its respective places. So that was done by using a scanf statements. And in the scanf statement, we are using some address operators. 2 address operators are used to store that particular values in its allocated address. So the syntax for scanf statement is scanf format control string and address of the argument list. So the conversion specifications. The format data from the input stream, we use conversion specifications that contain start token as percentile and a conversion code. And the 3 fields that are optional. The 3 fields are flag, maximum number of width, and size. The size, as now we discussed about the size, if you are using short, at that time we are mentioning the H in front of the code, and if you are using any kind of long, at that time you are mentioning the L in front of this code. That is nothing but the sizes. And coming to the maximum number of width, we are giving some maximum number of width to store that particular value. And the next, coming to the flag, and no, here we don't have any precision value in the input conversion specifications. And coming to the flag, we have only one flag, that is asterisk. So this asterisk will tell that the next input field is to be read, but that is not to be stored, it is discarded. So here in this kind of statement, for example, you can find percentile D, percentile C, and percentile F. But before the C, percentile C, this code, before the C code, before reading the code, we have some star, which means the character will be read. So this percentile C is used to read the character. The character will be read, but it cannot be stored. So only the integer value and the float value we can store in the address of A and address of B. Whatever the character read value, that will be discarded by using the star flag. The width modifier specifies the maximum number of characters to be read, and the width input formatting, width is maximum and it is not a minimum number. And one example program for this, formatted input and output statements. So as we discussed, the formatted means we have some format specifiers. In printf and scanf statements, we find some kind of format specifiers. So that is the reason why we are calling it as a formatted input output statements. So the example is, this is a header file, main function, and one float number we are taking, and the other one is a double number we are taking, and we are asking to enter the number, and by using the scanf we are reading that number, and by using the printf we are asking to enter the other number. By using scanf we are reading the second number, and by using the two printf statements we are printing the float number and also the double number. So for the double we are using LF as the conversion code. So the output is, if you are asking to enter number, we are giving the number, and the other number, that is 10.2. So the number 1 will be this one, and the number 2 will be this one. So as we discussed regarding the formatted and unformatted input and output statements, coming to the getchar is an unformatted input statement. Getchar is an unformatted input statement. So here we are not using any kind of format specifiers. So the getchar function is used to read a character from the keyboard. We are going to read only a single character by using the getChar function. So coming to the example program, this is a header file main function, and by using this char ch, char is the data type and ch is the variable. Ch variables are used to store the values, and the data types are used to tell what type of data we are using and how much memory it gets allocated to store that particular value. And by using this printf statement, we are asking to enter any character, and by using this getChar, we are reading the character and we are storing the character in the ch variable. And by using the printf statement, we are printing whatever the character we have read, that character we are reading. And this getChar and getS functions are completely used for the strings, only strings. And getS function is used to read a line of strings and store it into a character array. So we are storing it into a character array. So array is a set of similar data elements. Array is a set of similar data elements. So here we have getS function is talking only about characters, and it is used to read a line. Read a line means we have some number of characters. So a line will have some number of characters. So that number of characters we are storing in a character array. So consider one of the example program header files, and inside the main function we are declaring the character array. So name is the variable name, and this in this size, the 30 is the number of characters that we are going to store in this character array, and that 30 is the size that we have given inside the square brackets. And in the next line, we are asking to enter your favorite website. And the next, by using this getS function, whatever the statement, whatever the line that you have given, that will be read by using this getS function, and it will be stored in this name variable. And by using this printf statement, we are printing the what are the characters that are contained in the name. And here we are using the format specifier as %s. So for string, for a single character, to read a single character or to print a single character, we are using %c. And to read some group of characters and to read some group of characters, we are using %s. So we are calling this group of characters as string, and this is for only a single character. Next is an fscanf statement. Fscanf statements we are using with the concept of files. So this fscanf statements is used to read the values from the file. So when you are reading the data by using the fscanf statement, the file must be opened in the reading mode. And this fscanf statement we are going to discuss in the files very clearly. Next is the putchar function. The putchar function is used to display a single character on the output screen. So consider an example. So in the main function, we are writing the character. We are declaring the character variable, and also we are assigning one value to it. So this to the ch variable, we are assigning the A, capital A. And by using this putchar function, we are printing that character in the output screen. So whatever the character that we have in the ch variable, that will be printed by using this putchar function. For example, see, this is the main function and character ch equals to A, and by using this putchar, ch, whatever the value that we have in the ch, that will be printed on the output screen. See, in the output screen, we got the character as an A. PutS. The putS function is used to display a string on the output screen. Putchar is used for only writing a single character. PutS is used for writing some set of characters, group of characters. So this putS function prints a string on sequence character till we go for the new line. Till we go with the enter button, the characters will be read by using this putS function. So, and here also we are using it is a group of characters. So that is the reason why we are using it a character array. And by using the printf statement, we are asking to enter your favorite website. And by using this getS function, we are reading that website name. And by using this putS function, we are printing that website name on the console. And fprintf function is also used in the concept of files. The fprintf function is used to print a line into the file. Fscanf is reading the data from the file, and fprintf is writing the data into the file. And here the file should be opened in the writing mode. So we have coming to the summary of this lecture. We have discussed some input and output statements. The formatted input statements and unformatted input and output statements. So coming to the formatted input statement is scanf and a printf. Scanf is used to read the data and printf is used to print the data. And unformatted input statements are getS function and getChar function. getChar function is used to read only a single character and getS function is used to read some multiple characters. And the unformatted output statements are putS function and putChar function. putS is used to write the complete string, that is group of characters we can write into the output screen. And coming to the putChar, we can only write a single character. And coming to the fprintf and fscanf, thus those two functions that we are going to discuss in the files topic. Thank you.